If there are two things I love in life, it is sport and RPGs. If it were up to me, there would be a load more of these hybrid genre games out there, but unfortunately they're few and far between. I'm not sure whose original idea it was to mix the slow-paced game of golf with loads of RPG elements, but the Aussies over at Sidebar Games did a great job at what is probably the world's first golfing RPG. While I'm no expert at golf, I have been known to get that white spherical object into the flagged cavity in the ground quite a few times, so I think that qualifies me to state that Golf Story is on par with the best golf games I have ever played. See what I did there? Alright, I better iron out these puns before they drive a wedge between us. Okay, I'll stop now. You should go play Golf Story. Here's why. You play the role of a golfer named Player who has distanced himself from golf for a very long time. Now it's time for him to set out and reclaim his childhood love for the sport. The story progression will take you through 8 unique 9-hole golf courses, each providing their own unique twists and challenges. You know, I like to think of the main character as myself. Plenty of untapped potential just waiting to be unleashed. Only difference is I'm still waiting for some kind of improvement, while Mr. Player clearly has what it takes to make it to the top. Unfortunately, taking things to the next level is always a challenge. It seems that the world is against poor Player, as his journey to the big league is not an easy one. The story is incredibly light-hearted, humorous, and most of the time is well written and very entertaining. I think the real hero here is the text boxes. I don't think I have ever said that in a review before. The way that the text appears, its size, formatting, and the movement of the speech bubbles themselves are somehow able to deliver loads of extra information that wouldn't be possible with a regular text box. This truly helps give the characters personality and more than makes up for the lack of voiceovers or facial animations. The golf mechanics work similar to what you would expect from a golf game. After choosing your club and aiming your shot, you will have to hit a button to stop the gauge at the required swing power and then once again to set your aim. These mechanics on their own are easy to master, but when you factor in terrain, wind and slope, you have to consider a bunch of other factors such as loft, ball spin and slicing. Most of the time this works really well, but there are a few things that held this system back a little. For one, the putting can be very difficult, especially when you're only given a single arrow that points to the direction of the slope. Now, I'm no pro at golf, I think we established that, but I'm pretty sure that hitting the ball out of the bunker straight into the hole should not be easier than putting it in. It's true, most of the time I actually aimed for the nearby bunker so that I could chip it in at the hole with the assistance of the flag rather than attempt a putt and probably miss. But at the end of the day, it didn't really take away from the enjoyment of the game, and overall I'd say that Golf Story does a pretty good job here. Surprisingly, there isn't as many actual games of golf as you'd probably think. Most of the time you'll be going around the courses completing challenges for NPCs, such as performing trick shots or getting the ball in the hole a certain number of times within a certain amount of shots. These extra challenges are a good way to break the game up, and they make the actual 9-hole golf round seem way more important. For those interested, there's also a quick play mode that allows you to select from any course and customize the rules to your liking. It's also multiplayer, but unfortunately it's just local. I really think that the lack of online play was a massively missed opportunity. Another missed opportunity was the alternatives to golf that you can play. I think it was awesome that you're given the ability to play mini golf, disc golf, lawn bowls, and an 80s styles golf video game named Golf. But most of these were underutilized. What I mean is, for instance, I finished the short mini golf side quest but was then unable to play it again. I wanted some more challenges here, but instead I walked away never to return. The RPG elements come into play with the golf clubs that you can select and the stats that you can increase upon leveling up. There are only a small variety of different clubs that can be purchased on your journey, and I never really had to think twice about which ones to select, so this was a little disappointing. The stat distribution system also lacked depth. There are 5 stats that can be increased, however the twist is that when you increase your power, the other 4 will decrease. Power just seems so important that I thought that this was a bit of a no-brainer. Increase power, then continually level out the other 4 stats. I'll also mention that I had no idea what these other stats did before I actually went out of my way to look on the internet, and I hate that. I'll make it simple for you. Golf plus RPG equals fun. Sidebar Games did a great job in mixing these two genres into a fun, light-hearted little package. The humorous story and characters do a good job in setting the stage for a golfing journey around the world, and the amazing text box manipulation helps bring these sprites to life. For the most part, the golfing mechanics are spot on, aside from chipping it in the hole being easier than putting. But I think Golf Story could have taken it to the next level by adding some online multiplayer and fleshing out some of the RPG mechanics. Now, I am really tempted to give this game a 4 out of 10 because I just want one more pun, but Golf Story is a lot better than that. If you like the idea of hitting balls with big sticks, then swing onto the Nintendo store and give Golf Story a shot. This was Hellfire RPGs, thanks for watching. What did you think of Golf Story? Let me know in the comments. If you like this, hit like and subscribe for more RPG content. Also, check out my Facebook page. See you next time.